The world's biggest network equipment maker, Cisco, has come out with a new router that the company says will change the internet. The router will be priced at $90,000, and Cisco says it could allow you to download a movie in 4 seconds. How does the technology work, and will it really revolutionize the internet? Joining us now is Kelly Ahuja, Senior Vice President of the Routing Technology Group at Cisco. Kelly, it is great to have you with us today. I think the main thing we all want to know is, when am I going to get my movie in 4 seconds?
Thanks, Lori. It's a pleasure to be here. And, you know, it's a really landmark day for the industry, both for the broadband and entertainment industry. And for us, it's really, really important because what we've announced today with the CRS-3 is a foundation for the next generation internet, which the carriers need to be able to deliver exactly what you said, video services and cloud-based services to any endpoints, whether they're on a fixed or a mobile network.
So can you give me a sense of when I could get that 4-second movie? What's the time frame for implementing this?
It's going to take, it takes a little bit more than just bandwidth to do that, but we have surely, you know, what we're done with the CRS-3 is provided the foundation for the internet, which is going to provide that capacity to let you not download one, but all of the movies that you might, that might exist ever in the motion picture industry in about 4 minutes with that kind of capacity. The technology that we introduced has 322 terabits per second, which is 12 times the capacity of the nearest competitor. And it's efficient. You know, rather than download movies, let's talk about what else is capable of doing. You can actually have every man, woman, and child in China doing a video call simultaneously, which is actually even more important than maybe doing a video download, which you can do today.
Is this possible? I mean, I get that you're putting out a new server that'll make things faster, but is there enough bandwidth? Is there enough spectrum out there to be able to do something like this?
Well, actually, in the core of the internet, the bandwidth is really provided over fiber, right? And it's at the access points where in the mobile networks, maybe there's a spectrum issue, or perhaps in the access, there could be a copper line or a fiber line or some other line that might be there as a constraint. But in the core of the internet is really driven by fiber. And there's enough fiber in the ground to be able to turn up more capacity as and when carriers need it to be able to handle this additional load.
So where will the new router be implemented? What kind of sales questions are you getting right now?
Sure. So actually, you know, interestingly enough, when we first announced the CRS-1, which was back in 2004, many of the industry pundits said, you know, God, you've announced a 92 terabit system. You're only going to sell maybe 12 to maybe 50 of them. Well, interestingly enough, we just announced that we've sold around 5,000 units worldwide to over 300 customers. Now, if you take a look at that kind of a deployment, now if you extend that out further, all of those customers are also able to upgrade their systems by 3.5x the capacity. But the new system that we've introduced is capable of going to 322 terabits per second of capacity, which is a tremendous amount of growth, and it can handle all your movie downloads, Lori, without any trouble.
What are you thinking as far as sales? I mean, I hear the new server costs $90,000 a piece. You've invested, I think, $1.6 billion into this. What do you expect and when for revenue?
Well, so the core routing market this year is expected by the analysts to be about $2.5 billion, right? And our market share is about 61.5 points. And clearly, the industry is expecting to grow at about 6%. But with the growth in the video traffic, I mean, just to give you some data points, we're expecting 5-fold growth in traffic capacity over the next 4 years, from 122 exabytes to 660 exabytes, which is a tremendous amount of growth. And you know, so while we can't really talk about the specific numbers in terms of what the system's going to grow or the revenues are going to grow at, you know, we're expecting our carrier customers to be having a peace of mind as it delivers some of the new generation of services that they need to offer.
Kelly, is Cisco feeling competitive pressure here because it comes after Google announced its own plans to build an experimental broadband service that'll offer internet speeds 100 times faster than current networks?
Well, so let's step back and talk about that because, you know, we don't comment on other companies' plans or products, but let's talk about what we believe. We believe the next generation internet is absolutely going to be critical for economic growth and for job creation, and also to improve the delivery of healthcare services, education, and also energy. So doing all that is going to require high-speed, future-proof broadband available both in the U.S. but also worldwide.
Interesting stuff.
You know, announcements like what we heard from Google are actually great because, you know, what we see is the government has to set the vision and the policy for this, and the private sector is going to make it happen.
Kelly Ahuja, Cisco Systems Senior Vice President of Routing Technology.